Okay, my first question is why do you want to be a data scientist slash analyst? And this story goes back a few years. I'll keep it short. While I was in college, I was studying economics first, and I didn't know what I wanted to do with it. But I always knew I wanted to do something math related, so I picked up this new major called Applied Math and Statistics because I figured that statistics was really useful in real world application, but it's also heavily math based, so it was something that I knew that I would have more fun in while also being more applicable to real life. So, but then while I was in that major, I didn't know what I want to do with it. So I researched a little bit. I talked to my friends about it, and at first I wanted to be an actuary. So shortly after school ended and I graduated, I started studying for my actuary exams. But I realized that about like a couple months passed while I was studying, and I realized that this wasn't really what I wanted because while I was in college, I actually wanted to do something involving data because it sounded very cool to me, and it sounded like I don't know, there was a lot of it, so it was a lot to like felt like there was a lot to learn from there. There was a lot of different things to look at. It was kind of like this huge box of toys that I could play with. So, but I didn't realize that data science was around until my friend told me one day while we were just hanging out about data science. And that's when I realized that this might be what I was looking for. So I started researching it, and then I realized that, yeah, this is what I wanted to do. At least that is what I wanted to do. So I started looking into it. I started looking at programs for it, and then I started building my way up towards becoming a data scientist and gaining the skills of a data scientist. Okay, why do I want to work at this company? It's because I feel like data science is a very new field, so it's going to be difficult to, what's the word? I fumbled a little bit. So I guess there's a lot of potential for these data science skills at the company. There's a lot of potential uses for it that haven't been done yet in this company that I can do, such as looking into your data and creating graphs, presentations about it, teaching you, showing you where data is leading towards and how to increase efficiency on that, and also predict what type of new trends might be coming out, what you should be on the lookout for, stuff like that. But also, more than what I can do also is I feel like we can create this mutual what's the word? Oh man, I had it. Not symbiotic. Like we can both gain something out of it. So like obviously I have skills to offer, but then I can also gain some experience. It's a lot of things that the company can offer me in terms of learning, meeting new people, and just getting my foot in the door. Number 3, tell me about a time you had a conflict with your colleagues. Well, to be honest, since I have limited work experience, the only people I've really had to deal with are my parents and the people that work for my parents. So anytime that something came up that from like another coworker, I generally thought about it first. I was like, okay, what are they really asking? And if it was something that was quick, I can just do. But if it was something bigger than me, bigger than just small things, like if like there was something wrong with the store or like scheduling conflicts or something, I would generally talk about it with my parents and then tell them what's going on and then they would take it from there. But also if they forgot, I would just keep on reminding them because they have so much going on. But if I had problems with like in terms of myself or like my parents in like the workplace, I would generally talk about it with them. I would, but you know, it'd be tougher because they're your parents. So at least for me, because of what's the word? You know, this isn't just about when you're talking to your parents about work. It doesn't always feel like it's just about work because of, you know, the familial connection. So it was harder. But eventually, like for example, there was this one time where, pretty recently actually, where I was working a lot while doing my programming, like my data science bootcamp, and I realized that doing both at the same time was really tough, and it was just getting me really stressed out. So I talked to them about it, and I told them that, hey, I think I need some time off in order to, you know, focus on my bootcamp more, focus on myself more, because for the longest time working there was not so much about me, but about my family and helping out my family. And I thought that I've been doing that for a while, so I figured that I should finally work on myself more, and that it was time for me to further myself instead of just trying to help out the family all the time. So yeah, I talked to them about it. We came to the agreement that I should take some time off, think about it, focus on my stuff more, and then when I feel better, when I feel like I can come back, I can still work again, but maybe not work as much. So like I would like cut my time a bit and like give myself more time to myself, to work on my bootcamp more, and focus on my priorities rather than family priorities all the time. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright.